Alright, since we just hit level 25, we can also knock out some new guildhests, I believe. So let's do that. Oh no, it's not duty support. Okay, you may challenge a dungeon via two different methods. By calling on the support of trusty NPCs, or by forming a party with other players. Player parties may be performed or assigned via the duty finder. No matter what method you choose, the duty that awaits will offer a comparable difficulty and experience. When challenging a duty with NPCs, coffers will contain fewer items. In addition, some enemies will no longer drop rewards. Not something I plan to do. And it's not the button I meant to hit. Duty finder. There we go. We still have the roulette for guildhests. Don't plan to do that. Here we go. All's well that ends well. Hostile sylphs who would rather see the 12s wood burn before making peace with the people of Gridania have begun using their forbidden magics to charm the forest creatures into doing their bidding. Temporarily enhanced by the spells, these turned creatures now possess the ability to enfeeble their victims with terrible poisons and wide-reaching attacks. Only by slaying the renegade sylph leader Briaxio of the Well will the creature's minds be freed. Alright. That actually reminds me. I kind of want to move Asuna down here. It's one of those ones that I think is better if I click a number rather than click it on the screen. Also, I probably could use Swiftcast a little bit more in Sastasha, but we'll be learning a bit better as we play, I guess. So we got that selected. Let's go ahead and join. Okay. While we wait for that, we need to go back to the drowning winch. To turn in, it's probably pirates. Yeah, we should be able to take the ferry there. Purchase passage to Limsa Lominsa. This is the ferry for Limsa. You coming or what? 40 gil. It's probably cheapest. Whoop. Boat kind of obstructed our view there. Okay. Oh, I should have looked at, not character, recommendations. Just to make sure that we didn't unlock any new unlock quests in that area. Should be fine. Drowning winch. I think that was near the aft castle. Yeah. We'll wait to turn it in though, so I'm not in the middle of a cutscene. When our queue pops. Not familiar with whatever he's trying to play. Okay. I will admit the queue is taking a bit longer than it usually does. Are we able to sit in these chairs? Oh, yeah. For a second, it didn't look like our feet were touching the ground, but they were. We're hanging out with Singing Stormcloud. Oh, I suppose it'd look more realistic if I was sitting by the food. Now, how about if we're close? Yeah, we just have to be close. Didn't have to be literally in the chair. Alright, I'll probably end up cutting out this wait, since I'm literally not doing anything other than sitting in a chair. There we go. Greetings, folks. Buttons. There we go. Well, it wasn't even wrong buttons, it's just wrong person highlighted and right clicks. Command Titan. And turn this in. Alright. Let's turn in this quest. Aye, such a task was on the books. Was, mind. I'm afraid that ship has already sailed, friend. Ah, might you be the adventurer who accepted the job of investigating Sastasha? It would seem that ship was not only sailed, but now returns to harbor. None the worse for its voyage. A pity. We dragged our boots too long on this one. No matter. The wheel will turn and our chance will come. You are right, of course, but there shall be no rest till we have attained our goal, lofty though it may be. Not a wink of sleep, great leader. Our aim, lest you wonder, is to perform such feats of heroism as will earn us a place in the songs of every alehouse in Eorzea. We mean to write a legend which will inspire adventurers as yet unborn to follow our shining example. Do you have such a goal? Large or small, it matters not. Only have a star to reach for and you will reach higher. Purpose can sustain you through times of hardship. Keep your eye on the prize, and all obstacles will be overcome in time. You would not think to stride into battle unclad, would you? Well, goals are as arms and armor for the spirit. I wish you fortune in your endeavors, sir. Bye. Back then, are you? With all your limbs and a tale to tell, I'll wager. Fishbacks? And there I was thinking you'd only have to crack a pirate skull or 3. 7 hells. You turn your back for 5 bloody minutes and the scaly bastards have set up shop on your bleeding doorstep. Still sounds like you left them in pieces, so I don't suppose they'll be carrying out whatever mischief they was planning. Unless they was planning on feeding themselves to the fauna of Sastasha, of course. Any road, all's well that ends well. On behalf of Limsa, I thank you for shedding some light on this mystery. You've lived up to your reputation, and I couldn't ask for no more than that. Now I bet you're dying for a rest, but just in case you're not, I was wondering if you might be interested in taking on another job. It just so happens I've had a request from our sister guild in Gridania, see? Seems the forest folk are in need of an adventurer. What can get things done? For them to ask for help like this, you can bet the task won't be no skip through a sunny glade. But after the way you dealt with our fishback infestation, I doubt it's anything you can't handle. Give us a shout when you're ready, and I'll lay it out for ye. Alrighty. Looks like we're going back home. Party finder unlocked. Okay. No little pop-up about the party finder. Probably fine. I'm sure we can figure it out. Batterin has information on a new task. Call of the Forest. Ready to hear about that job then? Like I said, the request comes from our sister guild in Gridania. And that's all I know. But whatever it is you get asked to do, I somehow doubt it would pose any trouble for an adventurer as survived the bedlam in Sastasha. If you think you might be interested, you want to have words with Mother Miounne, your counterpart in Gridania. Good luck, mate. We are headed home. Let's go ahead and return. Alright, a little more crowded here. Not quite as crowded as Limsa was, though. While we're at it, we're going to go ahead and queue up for the next guildhest. Duty finder. Yep. Like I said, it seems to be pairs of 2. Flicking sticks and taking names. A lawless cadre of goblins has seized the matron's levy, preventing passage to and from the upper reaches of the 12's Wood. Now all those who approach are greeted with a shower of time-activated bombs, tossed from behind makeshift barricades. Slay the goblins, defeat their leader, and reclaim the area, so the travel through the forest will be safe once again. Alrighty. Oh, and this time it popped right away. I'll also go ahead and just switch to party chat, because that's probably what I'll be doing more often. And enter just opens the text box, right? It does. Okay. Howdy, folks. Out of range of that one. Kingdom Hearts had tabs turned on the side of them. Our AoE DPS is helping out. Well, our party's AoE is helping us out there. Take. Also, the Hess round 1 is almost complete. Oh, a challenge log entry. Gotcha. And let's collect a reward. 2 player commendations. Nice. Okay, now let's go talk to Mother Miounne. Take a seat wherever you like, friend. Our waitress will come to take your... Oh, it's you, Ryan. 'Tis so good to see you again. What's that? Here at Batteren, suggesting you say? The foul-mouthed rogue sends me word that an adventurer might be along for the job, and it turns out to be you. Well, this makes things a lot easier, doesn't it? With regard to the task in question, there's a fair bit to tell. Let me know when you're ready to hear the details, and I shall brief you. Oh, it's not even an option, we get both of them. Fire in the gloom. Miounne is waiting to brief you on your task. Ready for that briefing? Good. Now then, here's the long and short of it. Beg pardons for interrupting, Miounne, but our need grows ever more pressing. Have none stepped forward? And good morrow to you too, Bow Lord. Your need must be pressing indeed, for you to honor us with a visit. The good news is, your journey hasn't been wasted. I'm pleased to report that we have a volunteer at last, and one who comes highly recommended at that. Well, if it isn't our very own man for all seasons. You certainly have a knack for appearing when you're most needed, Ryan. My thanks for answering the call. Now, time is of the essence, so I shall proceed directly to the heart of the matter. We wish for you to nip a potential threat to Gridania in the bud. Beneath the central shroud, there lies an underground burial site called the Tom Turret Deepcroft. The place was once a Galmoran settlement, but we Gridanians have long interred our dead there. Of late, however, shadowy figures have been seen skulking about the Deepcroft, and with ever-increasing regularity. Based on the accounts of various witnesses, we suspect that these individuals belong to the Lambs of Dalamud, a doomsday cult which sprung up prior to the calamity. These zealots have proven themselves dangerous in the past, and we leave them to their own devices at our peril. Ordinarily, I would have dispatched my best men to scour the Deepcroft, with orders to flush the cultists out. Alas, the calamity decimated our ranks, and the limited forces at my disposal are constantly required to keep the Ixal at bay. Since we thwarted their attack on the Guardian Tree, the Birdmen have not allowed us a moment's respite. They have probed every ilm of our defenses in search of a weakness, compelling me to spread our forces far more thinly than I would like. The situation so being, we have no choice but to entrust the task of dealing with the Lambs of Dalamud to others. Can we rely on you to handle this matter, Ryan? You have my gratitude. Once you've seen through your preparations, pray make your way to the Deepcroft and identify yourself to the guard posted at the entrance. He'll apprise you of the latest developments. That is all. Be careful out there, you hear? May the crystal guide you and keep you. I was wondering when we'd get to go there. It makes sense. And we got a message. Fifi Lolo Philo, thank you for the kind words. Sorry I didn't respond right away, I was in a cutscene. While we're here, let's also pick up our next class quest. It's like a band. That's pretty cool. Conjure. Oh, or sprint, which I still haven't keybound to one of my 2 mouse buttons yet. Once we learn how to mount, that'll probably be the other one. Like mother, like daughter. Brother Limsa Miounne requires your assistance in a matter concerning the young conjurer Sylphie. Welcome, Ryan. The tales of your deeds reach me even here in the cloistered heart of Stillglade Fane. Glad I am that you've come, for I would ask your assistance in a matter of some delicacy. It concerns, yes, young Sylphie once again. As you can no doubt imagine, the recent revelations concerning her mother have sorely troubled the poor child. It appears Sylphie needed some time alone to sort through the whirlwind of emotions which now beset her. She has, in short, fled from the guild. Fortunately, a party of conjurers were dispatched to the South Shroud to investigate another instance of corruption, sent word that they have spotted our wayward Sylphie. Considering the importance of their mission, I would not seek to distract the conjurers from their task. Thus I turn to you to escort Sylphie back here to the guild. You are, I believe, one of the few people to whom she will listen. Pray travel to Busker and Struthers and speak with Woofy. She was the conjurer who first chanced upon Sylphie, and will be able to tell you more how the young lady fares. Okay. Now we have a decision to make. Do we go Tom Tar Deepcroft first? Or class quest first? I think the class quest will give us some gear upgrade, but we'll be level synced anyway. We'll go Blue Badger Gate. It'll be a bit of a hike, but it's kind of on the way, so we'll do Tom Tar Deepcroft first in the South Shroud. We could just teleport to Aetheryte, but this saves a little less time, but it's not that big a deal. Oh, and this stuff we could probably arrow to death. And collect loot. Nope, we lost our tag on it. With our swift cast stone. Well, we didn't even get any loot from it, but that's fine. We'll check, see if there's any new recommendations here. Doesn't look like it. During our next sprint, we'll also open up the duty finder just to verify that it is level 30 for the next guildhests. If I can do all that. Yep, level 30. Can't see where I'm going? Okay. We're fine. We also eventually need to go back to the East Shroud to finish out our hunting log. Logs, hunting log. Yeah, we got 3 things left to kill. Fairy funguar, wolf poachers, and quickern beaters. Oh, some of our friends are back. These are the guys that had just challenged us. So we meet again. Cannot say I'm surprised to see you here. You took the prize back in Limsa, but this time we'll give you better sport, or I'm no true adventurer. Emma Nafa? Gods, I hate mausoleums. It's not right to disturb the dead in their slumber. Kakina? Think of our goals, sister. One day our adventures will be the stuff of song. It'll all be worth it. Alright. Oh, these two look beat up. Wasn't this like the grandfather-granddaughter combo? Childish curiosity prompted me to commit the most elementary of blunders. Were it not for the fruit that Elion found, my adventures may well have ended in this forbidding place. Always look before you leap. In my haste, this most fundamental rule of adventuring slipped my mind. I do believe I shall rest here a while. Elion, I shudder to think what might have happened to Isildur had I not thought to pick the fruit I stumbled across on my way here. Sometimes he has too much vigor for his own good. Age is supposed to mellow us, but if anything, has made him more impetuous. I understand his desire to make use of the time left to him, but one misstep and there won't be any. How did our other group fare? Ones that were blaming Emma, I think? We don't see them at all. You're Ryan, I take it. Thanks for helping us out, friend. No doubt the Bowlord has already informed you, but your task is to enter the Deepcroft and purge it of the Lambs of Dalamud. In case you're unfamiliar with them, the cult emerged shortly before the Calamity, to put an end to the 6th Astral Era. The cultists took the Lesser Moon Dalamud for their god, believing that it would deliver them from the devastation. And so they were rather disappointed when Dalamud exploded into 1,000 flaming pieces before it can complete its descent. Now, having seen their god turn to ash, one would think that the cultists might feel moved to question their faith. On the contrary, it served only to stoke the flames of their fanaticism. The Lambs of Dalamud are convinced that heretics, that is to say everyone but them, interfered with the coming of their Lord and Savior, and that it's now their sacred duty to avenge him. Whatever it is they're doing in the Deepcroft, you may be sure that no good will come of it. For the sake of Gridania and Eorzea at large, put an end to their madness. The Tom Tara Deepcroft is now accessible. And enter the Tom Tara Deepcroft with a party of other players. We have to clear the guildhests. There we go. Tom Tara Deepcroft. Since its establishment during Gilmoran times, this subterranean crypt has been used for generations as a final resting place for the remains of rulers and nobles. Since the Calamity, however, the tunnels have become overrun with the Lambs of Dalamud, a deadly cult who worships the now fallen satellite as their savior. It is in the Deepcroft that these twisted souls silently plot revenge against those who fought to prevent the advent of Dalamud, summoning any dark presence who will aid them to this end, no matter what the cost. Sounds good. And while we're waiting, we'll start heading south. Try to be closer to the class quest. Or, who knows, maybe make it there entirely, but not pick it up yet. Oh, actually, will it teleport me back here after we do the dungeon? Or will it take us back to where... Oh, this isn't the right path. Hi, Hedge Tree. Well, I guess we'll learn. When you complete a dungeon, does it take you to the entrance when you're done? Or does it take you to wherever the cue popped from? Well, that was a wasted sprint. There we are. Still continue trying to walk that way. We didn't make it very far. But this still tell us a little bit. Actually, we'll wait to type till we see the cutscene. Howdy, folks. Bonus reward first time completion of this duty. We're all a bunch of sprouts. One or more party members to do this duty. Bonus reward for swift completion. Let's give our mage a little bit of healing. Yourself a little bit of healing. And tank needs some healing. I think our tank needs to try to use some more AoE abilities or something. I mean, everybody's got to learn, but I don't know enough about tanking in this game to give him any advice. Okay. So I guess this is a dead end. I need to heal. Tank need to heal. dots on people. Give our tank a little heal. Summoner, I think that is. Arcanist. And we got a level up. And we'll greed that. Since we can only greed it, I imagine that means we can't use it. Oh, we should also probably destroy this cultist orb. Almost lost her tank there. I think I gotta pay better attention to his health. Luckily we got this swift cast to save the day. Treasure copper. Pair of plundered earrings. Oh, these ones we can need. And they got good caster stats. However, we have 2 other casters in the group. Guessing we're going this way now. Judging by the map. Another heal for you. More treasure. I don't know if these are actually better. No, I think they're the same stats, but we'll need them anyway, just because. If you can need it, you probably should. Heal out. Another one for good measure. Can we also just click on this? We can. Can't use that one. Oh, another set of those earrings. So in case we don't win the first set. Troll came on us, so less time to rest. Not a big deal. I will point out the tank is doing a better job at holding aggro now, for the most part. Which does help us realize how squishy he is. Damage spread out pretty thin. I probably need to give myself a little heal, but we will anyway. Black Mage needs a little help. Or I think a Thaumaturge at this point. Plundered Cane. I think we actually already even have one of those. Oh no, that's a... Yeah. Yeah, we already possess it. Figure casting from back here should be safe enough. We'll sprint to catch up, I suppose. off. We need a cultist rosary, looks like. Oh, we need to heal desperately. Okay, we wasted our swift cast there, unfortunately. I thought he would need more than one heal, but I think we crit healed. I guess I could have swift casted a stone at an enemy or something. Break the sealed barrier. Oh, what? Lose this? I already rolled on it. Cutscene. Who summons me from the void to reside within this crude vessel? Fun. Also, can't use those. Everybody got mapped in the realm, Tomatar Deepcroft. So yeah, this is all of our first time here. Gotta kill the ads. Especially since they are tethered to the boss. Tethered to the boss. Other ads. Okay. Might not be able to do all the damage that time. Oh, I cast arrow too many times there. Fine. Oh crap, I have all the aggro now. Let's do some lucid dreaming, get our mana back. Level up. Goodbye, boss. Thanks. Oh, got caps lock on. Thanks for the party. Well played. Boots and Plundered Grimoire. Do a player commendation. Give it to Black Moomba. And did we ever end up getting earrings? I don't think we did. We rolled pretty low. Oh no, we did get a set. Let's actually compare. Yeah, definitely more healer, well, caster focused. So I'll put those on. Oh, I got no commendations. That's a shame. And also, yeah, it looks like wherever we enter the dungeon from, or I should say wherever the duty, whenever the duty finder is complete, that thing, not back to the entrance. We are going to head back, or not back, head down to the South Shroud though, so we can work on our class quest. That time we actually got a piece of loot we could use. Also got an Acolyte's robe. What all did we get from that? Okay, that's not something we need. Stuff we can't use. Let's, item comparison. Oh yeah, this was a thing that was basically equal. We could put it on just for a different look. Or equip. And then hands. Wish you could kind of select. Oh, these are also the same stats, just different look. Yeah, select a tab without, you know, all of a sudden hovering your item. I don't think it's supposed to work that way. Okay, so these are basically the brand new set. Is what we're picking up there. Just a different look now. Nothing, well, we can't use it offhand because we're main hand. Nothing new that ways. That's fine. Got a new look going. Mapping the realm, South Shroud. Looks like there's an aetheryte crystal there. Also one there. And unlock quest. Chocobo keep. 2 chocobo keeps. Okay, we got a little bit of running around to do, it looks like. I think yeah, pretty much just follow this trail, it looks like. At least for the class quest portion. Wolfie and Noel Nell and Joe Quinn. We meet again, Ryan. I assume Brother Isumi warned you of the corruption my companions and I have been tasked with purifying here in the South Shroud. The source of this extensive blight is found to the southeast. The shrill, discordant voices of the elementals shriek their dismay in the vicinity of the withered tree ant. I suggest you give the area wide berth. Considering the potential dangers, you might imagine how alarmed I was to discover young Sylphie wandering about this part of the Twelveswood. It seems that her mother, a woman who healed with conjury, but remained untrained by the guild, called this region her home. Sylphie herself had her head buried in some manner of tome, but if she is as sensitive to elementals' murmurings as I am led to believe, then the din within her mind must be driving her to distraction. Pray speak with the child and see that she is well. I would do so myself if our current duty were not so pressing. We will, in fact, be setting out at any moment. Alright. Looks like she's around here. Let's talk to the Chocobo Keep first. Well met, traveler. Might I interest you in a Chocobo Porter? Ah, do not tell me. This is your first visit to the shop. Or this stop. I shall update my register with your name, so you may access this location in the future. Excellent. Now, according to the minimap, Sylphie should be... There she is. Ryan! Ah, I should have known the Wolfie would tattle on me. And Brother Isumi sent you to take me back, didn't he? This is where my mother used to live, you know? Right up until she passed on. Folk were grateful for the healing she offered. And this is the journal she used to keep. There's an entry that explains how nature becomes furious when conjurers use their art. How there are always more people wounded in battles when mortals abuse a power that is not theirs to take. My mother refused to draw on nature because she was scared of making it angry. She wouldn't lie about such things. I want to do what she would have wanted. I'm going to stop using conjury altogether. Ugh. Never heard the voices this mad before. I bet it's because Wolfie and the others are overusing their art. We have to go and stop them. No, Sylphie, don't do it. Unless maybe she's right. But we don't know. We're still learning ourselves. I didn't want to be in this fate or get attacked by that Ked trap. But we could kind of just run through. Oh boy. Yeah, it looks like a particularly angry spirit. Okay, that's leaving. Let's try not to anger that Ked trap. Oh. Gods, it's so loud. Can you hear it? Nature is shrieking. Okay, good. Let's just defeat you real quick. Excellent. God, it's so loud. Can't you hear it? Nature is shrieking in rage. We won't even reach max level sync. That's fine, though. Purify the corrupted earth. Nature's angry with us. We mustn't use any more conjury, says Sylphie. They're only making nature more furious. I have time to do naught but defend. This corruption is clean. Something, something. Even the creatures of the woods know this is wrong. Let's also cast some heals. We don't want to lose our conjuring teachers, essentially. However, they don't like to move out of attacks. Why can't I arrow one of those? Okay, I think they can keep themselves alive. We should focus on damage. Oh, Tainted Earth Spirit died, I guess. Oh, let's read more of that conversation that I was missing. Now nature sends thunder and lightning against us. What more proof do you need? Elementals, are they angry too? We're really in trouble now. The elementals are helping us? Let's see what happened. I can't believe nature actually helped us. There was nothing scary about it at all. I might still wonder if it really was safe for conjurers to borrow that power, if I hadn't seen the way you wield it. Nothing could seem more natural. I think it's time I went back to the guild. There are a few things I need to collect first, so please go on ahead without me. Okay. And we have a few things to do here. I don't know if there's a chocobo keep at Quarry Mill. We'll kind of keep our eyes peeled, I guess. A lot of exclamation points there covering it. But we do want to attune, at least. Oh, there is a chocobo keep. Well met, traveler. Nothing. Just wanted to register you as a destination. And now, what's the best way south? Hopefully going through Snake Moat won't kill us. Well, these are like level 35s. Luckily, these ones are all peaceful. Unless we, anger them. Oh, that 36 tree ant's not peaceful, though. Kind of like the noise there. Yeah, a lot of these people look less than happy. Or sorry, look like they could wipe the floor with us is more what I meant. Most of them are pretty peaceful. Luckily the tree ants, we haven't aggroed any of them yet. probably try to circle that fate. Oh boy. Yeah, there's a lot of big boys around here too. Ah, peaceful enemies again. Okay, yeah, this area might be a bit out of our range. Well met, traveler. Might interest you in the Chocobo Porter? First time. Registered. And Aetherite Crystal. And then we can just return back to Gridania. Yep, cast return. And then, yeah, we'll see Mother Miounne first. Then go to Conjurers Guild. Well, that's pretty cool. They got like a whole band going. Little concert. Welcome back, Ryan. I'm reliably informed that your foray into the Deepcroft was a success. Nor did I expect anything less. You made such a habit of succeeding that it's difficult not to take your talents for granted. Rest assured, however, Mother is impressed, even if she isn't surprised. Beau Lord Lewin asked me to pass on his thanks. I must say, it's something of a relief to be able to call upon such a capable adventurer. Sadly, death has become an ever more common occurrence within our fraternity of late. Times being what they are, the guild is constantly inundated with petitions. We are hard-pressed to find enough hands to deal with them all. While this means no shortage of work for able souls such as yourself, it also provides ample opportunity for the inexperienced to overreach themselves, with predictable consequences. Ah, as if to illustrate the point. Oh, we were wondering what happened. Leovin. Avir's gone, and it's all your fault. If it hadn't taken you an age to heal him, he would still be alive. But I tried. He bolted out of range before I could finish the spell. He shouldn't have been so hard-pressed in the first place. We should have done more to lighten his burden. Bah! To hell's with this pathetic excuse for a party. I'm leaving. It'll be too soon if I never see your faces again. Goodbye, and good riddance. I'm leaving as well. I doubt this comes as any surprise, but I never liked you. I only suffered you for your healing, but you couldn't even do that one thing right. Cruel though this may sound, you brought this upon yourself. Oh, and by way of some parting advice, get rid of Avir's head. Bury it, cremate it, do whatever the hells you like with it. But for God's sake, stop carrying it around. It's just get rid of it, alright? Uh-oh. Wait, don't leave me alone, please. I'm so sorry, Avir. Please forgive me. Oh, she's gonna have some trauma now. Scenes like this have become all too common. That makes 12 times in half as many days. Now you see why I'm grateful for adventurers of your experience. I can send men like you on a mission without worrying that you might not return. Well, not so much at any rate. Speaking of missions, I would entrust you with another. About a bell ago, I received a message from my counterpart in Ul'dah. She seeks the services of a reliable adventurer, and you're nothing if not reliable. If you think you might be interested in this task, say the word, and I'll be glad to share the details with you. Call of the Deserts. Miounne has information on a new task. So you're not averse to taking a little trip. Wonderful. As I mentioned earlier, the request comes to us from the Adventurers Guild in Ul'dah. Once you arrive, seek out Momodi, the proprietress of the Quicksand. Think of her as the Sultanate's version of myself. Chances are she'll send you into the midst of danger, but I have every confidence that you'll pull through unscathed. Now off you go, Ryan, and good luck. Alright. Probably take the airship. But first, let's go to the Conjurers Guild, turn that in. Oh, actually, let's go to the Carpenters Guild. Glad I noticed that before we left. Go help the aesthetician. A word I still can't really say. A message from Jandalain, you say? So he's lost another one? Does the man not understand that wood doesn't simply grow on... actually it does, at least in a manner of speaking. But the fact remains that resources are in short supply. For all his flowery words, if his tools were truly an extension of his very being, one would think he'd find a way to hold on to them for more than a fortnight or two. Jandalain's skills are not to be doubted, but his temperament leaves much to be desired. Still, it is not my place to judge. Take this to him, and let us both hope that he'll right his ways. Very well. And then we'll be going to Ul'dah, so that's convenient. But first, the Conjurers Guild. Oh, not my airship. Internet. Conjurers Guild. And give it a little sprint. Hello, Isumiyan. Welcome back, Ryan. And you also, Sylphie. Brother Isumi, I'm sorry I ran away like that. I understand, child. Did you find the answers you sought? Yes, thanks to Ryan. He showed me that nature was nothing to be afraid of. I think I know why my mother refused to call upon its power. She believed the act caused suffering to nature itself. I see. So, it was her very love for nature that prevented her from drawing on its strength. Tell me, Sylphie, has the fog of indecision now lifted from your mind? It has, Guildmaster. I understand now why my mother chose the path she did. Full glad am I to hear that, for I must ask of you one more question. Yes, Brother Isumi? When you first witnessed Ryan cleanse a corrupted element, you mentioned hearing voices. How exactly did they sound? The voices? Well, they sounded joyful, like a crowd letting out a sudden cheer. I really heard them, I swear. I'm sure you did, Sylphie. This is a gift. Conjurers may sense the power of nature and borrow from its strength, but not all can hear its whispers. What you describe are the voices of the elementals. You may very well possess the talent to become a hearer. A hearer? Of course, much relies on your studies of conjury. You have a natural aptitude, but have thus far lacked commitment. You must not neglect your training, Sylphie. Putting aside such matters for a moment, I'm curious to hear about the disturbance you observed in the South Shroud, Ryan. I assume from the reports I have received, that it was of a different magnitude to those which you have previously encountered. Am I correct? This bodes ill. The creatures known as mud pies are not native to the Twelves Wood. I wonder what relation this may have to the seemingly ever-increasing frequency of these disturbances. Something beyond the damage wrought by the calamity afflicts the Twelveswood. I shall commune with the elementals and seek to identify this threat. Ryan, Sylphie, I may have need of you both before long. Until then, give yourselves over to the study of our art. Ever shall the earth meet your footfall, and the wind guide your path. Alright. So that's an upgrade. And, well, technically these are all upgrades. Actually, we didn't replace our gloves, did we? I'm ready to go back to a silver spectacles type look. This mask is alright. But not really digging it. And then our weapon. Oh, it's a one-hander. Interesting. The stats are comparable even as a one-hand, and we get to use a shield, so... Which, we have a shield that has some stats. That works for me. Now, let's sprint back to Aetherite Crystal. Use that to go to the, I can't remember what it's called now. Air thing. Airship landing. Let's see how much one of these trips costs by air. Airship ticketer. Purchase passage to Ul'dah. 120 gil. I think that's worth it. Actually, I guess our silver spectacles are a little bit more rose-colored, but it still works. And this area I'm a little less familiar with. We'll go to the husking strip. Just find the first Aetherite crystal that looks close to where we're going. We also need to go to Alchemist Guild. For beauties only scalp deep. Let's just do that real quick. Oh, kind of like right there, but that's fine. Not character. Recommendations. Okay. Nothing on there. Looks like it wasn't an unlocked quest for a class or a job. You've come on behalf of Jandalain. Well, I just furnished him with a fresh batch of my special creations last week. I realize the man's services are in demand, but it would be physically impossible for him to exhaust the entire supply so soon. Stolen, you say? An unfortunate turn of events indeed, if not entirely unexpected. You see, the man is something of a genius, and genius is often misunderstood by modest minds. Trust me, as I speak from extensive personal experience. Yes, great minds must band together in trying times, lest the realm be deprived of our talents. And so I command you, deliver this parcel to Jandalain with all speed. Roger, Dodger. And try to find the closest shard to Modi. Oh, probably Adventurers Guild shard. Makes sense. Hello, Momodi. Also, yeah, just more unlock quests. Welcome to the quicksand, friend. I'm a tad busy right now. If you wouldn't mind showing yourself to... Judging by your determined expression, I take it you ain't here for ale. Are you called Ryan by any chance? Miounne sent word that you'd be reporting for duty. She also made a point of calling you the adventurer of the moment. That ain't no small praise coming from her. But you didn't come all the way here to listen to my prattle. Doubtless you're eager to get started, so let's talk business, shall we? We shall. Into a copper hell. Momodi is waiting to brief you on your task. The petitioner ought to be arriving any moment now. Gods almighty, another second under that sun, and I would have been set to fire. A tankard of ale, if you'd be so kind. Excellent timing, Papashan. It just so happens the adventurer who'll be handling your petition is here. So this strapping young lad is the much-lauded adventurer, is he? Marvelous, marvelous. A pleasure to make your acquaintance, good sir. I'm Papashan, formerly of the Sultan Sworn. I thank you for agreeing to lend us your aid. Mayhaps you'd like to apprise Ryan of his mission? Yes, of course. The petition in question was submitted by an acquaintance of mine at Amagina and Sons Mineral Concern. It relates to an unfortunate development at the Copperbell Mines. To be plain, giants have seized control of the place. These giants are of the clan known as the Hecatakiris, fearsome creatures who were sealed within the deepest depths of the mines during the bygone Thorn Dynasty. Alas, it seems they've managed to break through the layer of rock which served to imprison them, and now prowl the tunnels where the miners ply their trade. The creatures are justifiably angry about their treatment at the hands of our ancestors, and their presence has forced a suspension of all mining activities on the site. It's no wonder they're angry. Didn't the Thorn Dynasty come to an end over 300 years ago? You know your history well, milady. The people of that age used the Hecatakiris to work their mines by way of enchanted helms. They were able to bind the ferocious creatures to their will, but as is oft the way in such tales, these enchantments eventually failed, and the slaves rose up against their masters. In a desperate bid to contain the unbridled fury of the Hecatakiris, our ancestors induced the collapse of the mine's lowermost levels. So it was that the great giant revolt was ended, buried beneath 100,000 tons of rock. Well now, that's got me thinking. I seem to recall there being an article about Copperbell in the Mithril Eye a fortnight or so ago. It said the mines were being reopened so as to meet the rising demand for building materials. Like as not, our boys dug a bit too deep and freed the giants. Gods, to think the poor creatures are still alive and kicking after 3 centuries. That's a long time to nurse a grudge. They must be seething. Indeed. That makes them a danger to us all. There'll be no mining at Copperbell so long as they remain. For the sake of both peace and prosperity, they must be subdued. This is the task which we would have you undertake. I will not deny that the mission will be rife with danger. But our need is great, so I beg you, put an end to this sorry business. Gods bless you. I feared you might have reservations, but I assure you it is for the best. In case you don't know, Copperbell Mines are in western Thanland. Do take care, you hear? Ah, and one last thing before you depart. An employee of Amagina and Sons is presently at the quicksand. The fellow's name is Painted Mesa, and he knows Copperbell Mines well. It may behoove you to seek his counsel. Well, that's convenient that he's nearby. Like, literally right behind me, listening to that whole conversation. Looking for Painted Mesa? You found him. So you're the adventurer who's volunteered to deal with a mess down in Copperbell, are you? You've got guts, mate. I just hope you got skills to go with them, because things ain't pretty down there. The Hecatakiris left the place in a right state, and nary a week after mining resumed. I don't know if you know this, but Copperbell was old when the second Old Dynasty was still young, and it was abandoned centuries ago. If it hadn't been for the shortage of materials needed for the rebuilding effort, the concern would never have fought to reopen it. You knew full well about the giants beforehand. Or we knew full well about the giants beforehand. But the project went ahead anyway. I mean, nothing could possibly survive being buried under a mountain's worth of rock for 3 centuries, right? Wrong. Our miners dug up more than they bargained for. One swing of the pickaxe too many, and they found themselves in the company of giants. Unless we can subdue them, the nation's glorious recovery will grind to a halt for want of aught to build with. The stone torches are keeping watch over the entrance in case the giants fancy some sunlight and fresh air. One of them will be able to show you the way in. The hope of the nation is resting on you, friend. Best of luck. Alright. Now where are we going? Steps and Nald, I think, will take us there. Oh wait, no. I was looking at that wrong. So this is Ul'dah, Western Thanalan. Which are Steps and Nald. Okay. Let's find us Aetheryte Crystal. Steps of, or Gate of Nald, Central Thanalan. Yep. Mapping the realms, Central Thanalan. Oh, we wanted Western Thanalan. No, I messed up. Well, we got another achievement, I suppose. We actually didn't manage to go very far anyway. Worked out. Western Thanalan, Gate of the Sultana. There we go. Mapping the realm, Western Thanalan. Okay, I don't know if we'll go all the way down to that Chocobo Keep. It's pretty out of the way. There might be one up here. Definitely one there, plus a waypoint to register at. See a Chocobo. Oh. Not who I'm looking for, though. Also, unlock quests. Where the Heart Is, the Goblet. And color your world. Alright, we'll get around to those. We got a dungeon to do first. Like, I probably should have just done them because they're probably right there. Like, where the heart is, that's the housing. We're not super concerned about that. However, it would be cool to see what the housing around Ul'dah looks like. But we're ages away from being able to afford anything like that. I was just looking at my airship from the back angle. It looks like it drills on top. Now I realize it's just upward propellers. Yeah, when I look at it from the side view, it's not so bad. Okay, let's attune to you. And oh, this Chocobo Keep. Interesting. Had we already registered with him somehow without ever having been here? He didn't say anything about the new time visitor or anything like that. Alright, off to Copperbell. Oh, is this a new group of people, or are these the miners? So these kind of look like miners. I'm more interested in the other adventurers. The ones that apparently have permadeath. Poor Avir. And almost poor Isildar. I have been an adventurer for long years and borne witness to many a pivotal moment in history. Though the times may have changed, the essence of our trade is not. Adventuring has ever been a quest for self-betterment through challenges freely faced, and ever shall it remain so. As an adventurer becomes more experienced, he will naturally acquire a love of justice and an understanding of the spirit of self-sacrifice. Such experience cannot be measured in any tangible way, yet it most assuredly shapes who we are, grounded as it is in the decisions we have made on our journey, and their consequences, good or ill. I sense a light within you, young one, and it tells me that you are destined for greatness. And Alian? We found Dolores Bear and his entire party dead. The giants were thorough in their work. Oh no, we lost another adventurer group. Judging by their tracks, it would seem they tried to rush a horde of the creatures. Cannot say for sure what drove an experienced crew like theirs to throw caution to the wind, but I do have my suspicions. We are all our own worst critics, and our desire to better past achievements can rob us of good sense. Thus do we become more given to recklessness. While it is important to have goals, one must not fixate upon them to the exclusion of all else. Do so, and one will surely pay the price, as Dolores Bear and his comrades did this day. No, this is like all that's left of our adventurer pals. There's been an incident inside Copperbell Mines. We're here to ensure that its effects are contained. But for your own safety, I suggest you stay well away from here. What? You're the adventurer who's volunteered to quell the Hecatoncheirus? I didn't think that Papashan would be able to find someone so quickly, if at all. The giants are content to wreak havoc inside the mines for now, but it's only a matter of time before they think to come outside. The sooner you see to them, the better. Make ready as best you can, and enter at will. Alright. Let's do this. Party of other players. Clear selection. Don't want to do Tamtara. Copperbell Mines it is. Abandoned once purged of ore, Copperbell Mines lay untouched for nigh on 3 centuries, until Amagina and Sons Mineral Concern reclaimed the shafts. The guild site set on expanding the mines downward in an attempt to tap yet undiscovered veins of valuable metal. Unfortunately, it was not riches of powder kegs uncovered, but sheer terror, for when the smoke cleared, out poured an army of raging giants from the darkest recesses of the mines. The Hecatoncheirus, thralls of the Lost Thorn Dynasty, were, at last, free from their lightless prison. 300 years of hate fueling their madness. Let's go fight them. It's pretty cool enemy designs. Howdy, folks. Oh, had to capitalize O there. That's fine. Hopefully this tank will be a little less squishy. At the very least, hold an aggro pretty well right away. Apparently we needed a key for that. Guess they all found it pretty easily. Oh, we're just losing aggro on them for the most part. I didn't know that was a thing. Maybe I shouldn't have been casting an arrow on them all. Let's do a sprint so we can catch up to the tank. Arrow. More tank heals. Arrow. Everything has an arrow. Probably throw out another tank heal. Tiny key or something. Oh no, that happened earlier. Yeah. I was looking at the chat log. Thought maybe something new dropped. Out of range. Remote sprints. Catch up to our tank brand. Here to our Arcanist friend. I'm guessing we put those here. Boss. Slam. This sounds like it probably hurts. Seems like a heavier damage moved to the tank. Still doing good. Catapults. Not sure what that one was. Alright. Tiny key. And a chest. With a hat. And the tank version of the earrings I have. Or DPS version. And I already have one apparently. Another treasure coffer thing. Plundered Sabatons, which we already possess. For whatever reason, I couldn't target him. Throw a little heal, tanks away, just keep him topped up. Or her in this case, Liana Hexam. Oh. That. I need to get better at tab targeting as opposed to right clicking. Not working great. I think that's the hat we already picked up. Boom. More fire sand. Oh, those all explode. Yeah, no, not to hang out anywhere near that. Top with tank off. Level up. Treasure coffer. Read on that. Sure you're healed up. And try to get a bunch of arrows out there. So that's a heckin' carry. Basically giant. I think that works. I see a treasure coffer. Set of plundered treasures. Slaves no more! Free! Free! I like the victory music that came from winning loot as he broke out. It's kind of funny. Alright. Let's get caught up. Never again! Never! Masters must pay. Masters must die. Stand in front of him. I think Grand Slam's a good thing. Hooray! Thanks for the party. Well played. Player accommodation. Go to Snow Goddess. Oh, low orchestrine roll. Plundered staff. I don't think we won either of those. No, that's fine. Let's actually look at what loot we did get, if any. Okay. Actually, it'd be more up here. Start from the beginning, I suppose. Okay, howdy folks. And then we obtained the plundered cavalier's hats. Gotcha. We don't need it because we picked up the eyes or the glasses. Wow. Yeah, wearing a set of eyes. And then what else did we obtain? Plundered trousers, which are for tank class. Acolyte's half gloves. Actually, these I think we can use. Yep, it'd be more setting for gear. Character. Oh, because we're occupied trying to leave the duty. Gotcha. Hey, we got 2 player accommodations. An achievement for leaving a good impression. Let's come back this way. Okay, yeah, we knew about the plundered trousers. Acolyte's half gloves. So that wasn't really all we got, but that's fine. Didn't even really need them. Kind of a side grade, but it completes the look, I think. The hat. Yeah, I guess we gotta see what the hat looks like. Because that would truly complete the set. Try on. Oh. I thought it would try on with our gear. That's fine. Equip. So this is what the set would look like. Roger that. Well, let's go hang out in Horizon for a moment so I can log out. I feel like we got quite a bit done. And we're almost level 30 for the next class quest and set of levy quests. Or not levy quests, guildhests. We did quite a bit of dungeon stuff and didn't let anyone die. Even our squishy tank in the Tom Tower Deepcroft. So I felt pretty good about that. Alright, we are rested. Hope you all enjoyed. Thank you for watching. Have a great night.